double tap and he gets it!
Say what you want, anything you need. Walk to the edge of the world for you, cause I'm all about you now. About you now. Now what you see, you've been calling me. Ain't nothing that you could do to make me walk away. I gave you love, tell you that you're a star, until you see that you are. No matter how hard it's raining, I'll make it come. I hope you feel me, even when I'm gone. You've been cold and wet weather.
One-man band. He does it all, and now he's gonna show us.
Full tap opportunity, gets it!
Off a fantastic low attack. An uneasy shot. Boy, does he come.
My plan came in hungry, and I don't know what it is, but whatever it is,
I'll do anything to break you for a day.
What's the reason I got?
Ridiculous shot.
I'll be there.
Big touch. That was one of the most calculated.
Keep on holding you.
And we're creeping up on that 3-minute mark. Crouton double tap, what a shot!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back again with another series. Tonight we have the three Rocketeers versus the Rangers. I am your host, Vaughn Rabbit. In the booth tonight with me is Masamune. How are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing spectacular, Vaughn, as always. Lovely to be here. Thanks for inviting me in the booth tonight to get us kicked off on our, continuing on our week 3 matches for the night. We got a couple hot and heavy ones.
Yeah, we absolutely do. This series has been one that a lot of have been anticipating. The Rocketeers have been on a good streak so far, and the Rangers being one of the only other teams in the league, one of 2 teams to sweep this season. So it's going to be a tough matchup here. It's both Throttle Dog and Slurpy Snail have put together a very solid lineup.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know the Rangers have decidedly had so far the better season. 3 Rocketeers still not being able to actually clinch a series yet, dropping week's 2 matches to the Bleacher Boys and then the week 1 match to the Hammerheads, but they have just acquired probably the sleepiest sleeper currently in the free agent, or no longer currently in the free agent pool, the one and only Heartless. So, you know, the skill ceiling on that team has just skyrocketed, pun very much intended. So, you know, this is going to be a completely different 3 Rocketeers than what we've already seen.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that. Yeah, Rocketeers, they traded out Waffles, who's been doing a phenomenal job for the Rocketeers, but they traded them to the Gold Diggers for a season 7 and 8 round pick, and from there they have picked up Mr. Penguin and Heartless. So a big reforming of the Rocketeers, but you still see Slurpy Snail and OPS Shadow remaining the same from early on. The Rangers sticking pretty close to what they have started with, and no reason to change. Been on a phenomenal streak so far. What do you have to say about that team?
Yeah, you know, absolutely. They lost a very, very tight series to the Cyclones, who have been on a tear. They after their week 2 sweep over the Gold Diggers, and the Rangers just it seems to be that team that is continuously just underrated for one reason or another. They don't have like the star power that makes them appear to be the favorite in really any matchup, but they always just clutch up. So I think we have a really good dichotomy here between you know, the known established heavy hitters like Slurpee and Heartless, and then just consistently reliable game winners like Throttle Dog. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is going to be a truly exciting one. I'll be putting my money on the Rangers here tonight. I think it's going to go 2-1. What are your predictions for tonight?
Yeah, speaking of which, make sure you guys get in there because we're about to kick off here shortly. Make sure you get your predictions in right away. So I think I'm actually going to give it to the Rocketeers also 2-1. I scrimmed them just the other night, and we were very even. Very very close games. I think they took one best of 7, and then we took the other best of 7. So they're definitely at their top of their game. And speaking of the top of their game, it's time for kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Heartless and Throttle Dog take the shot, and Slurpy Snail immediately takes possession of the ball, nearly a goal within the first 5 seconds for the 3 Rocketeers.
It was a close one indeed. Throttle Dog now follows through on this. Heartless hits to the wall. Crispy meets him in the midfield. Ball kind of in limbo here, not really in anyone's possession, but Rangers are going to take control of it here. Rocketeers keeping the pressure on pretty high and early.
Really a great save there from the captain, Slurpy Snail. So booming clear from Throttle Dog in the corner. He's so well known for those slams into the front of the opposing net from just angles that you wouldn't expect, and it always throws off the defense. But Slurpy Snail with an amazing bump on the goal line, and a demo on the goal line against the Avoidable Cloud opens up the goal line for Heartless, and it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 double demo in the net. Heartless just has to redirect it on target. Amazing first minute here for the 3 Rocketeers.
What a great play. I am speechless. Great play there from all of the Rocketeers. It looks like they've been practicing for ages based off the chemistry that we saw there in that play.
Yeah, I know. That's you would think that they've been playing for an entire season at this point, but these guys, their mojo is on full display here and now. First week or first or second week back jitters don't appear to be hindering Heartless's mechanics or shots whatsoever. As now the Rangers try to put the pressure back on the 3 Rocketeers. Heartless making an amazing defensive stand in the corner. Up and now the net's open. Crispy goes for this shot, but slightly over, trying to get Slurpy Snail off his game. If he's on the goal line, you know that ball's not going anywhere near the net.
Absolutely not. Penguin now sets it up, tries to get a clear. It's now going into the Ranger side, but Quispy's there to collect. Quispy follows through, gets to the corner. Slurpy takes it back to the corner, trying to buy some time for the rest of the Rocketeers to get onto the defensive end.
And a great clear there from Avoidable Clown, trying to get into the midfield for Quispy to maybe set up some offensive pressure. You see a little bit more breathing room now as Slurpy goes for the demo. As soon as I said they have time to breathe, Slurpy Snail just puts his hands on their neck and puts the pressure back on. Now Rangers on the back foot. Throttle Dog trying to clear. Great motion there to get the ball away from danger, but Heartless is just ever unrelenting. Now Clown, great defensive posturing there in the midfield, getting Heartless on the back foot. Mr. Penguin collecting in the corner, a great defensive stand here, and it is just back and forth ball play there.
It's beautiful save there from Avoidable Clown. Getting at the last second, it goes for it again. The Rocketeers are just all over this ball, but Avoidable Clown is saying no.
Avoidable Clown putting on a defensive display on that goal line, and there he is again. You'd think we'd be playing Billy Bob. He's just a brick wall back there. Now Quispy trying to take control. You see the Rangers playing that really close play. They don't want to play boomer balls, so we're seeing just a great just difference between these two teams, but all of a sudden they turn on the burners, and just a team pitch cross field completely throws Slurpy off. He was not expecting, maybe he didn't have the boost or the momentum to save that, but a great calculated pinch from the Rangers ties this game up.
They know they're resting a little bit easier now that they tied it up. Don't have to focus too hard about getting that goal, but maybe just making sure they don't get another one, but Slurpy does it anyways.
You can never give this man room. He thrives on just getting your guard down, letting you drop your defense, because you're taking a sigh of relief. That is when guys like Slurpee Snail thrive.
And he is thriving tonight indeed. Mr. Penguin takes it up to the corner. Might have a
What
shot
a
opportunity
pass!
from Slurpee, and it goes in. Rangers slightly crumbling on the defense.
The 3 Rocketeers are firing on all cylinders. Pretty sure Rockets don't have cylinders, but you know what I mean. they are they are operating at absolute max till Mr. Penguin with a great slot over the corner, barely gets in front of the net, and just Mr. Penguin is just on fire right now. A hard cheat, but calculated as always, and just clangs that away from any potential Rangers save. The 3 Rocketeers go up 3.
That was a beautiful cheat there. Why you always cheat on the kickoff, especially in threes. Throttle Dog now here to collect, takes up to mid, fakes out one, might get another, gets heartless,
No way.
but can't get past Slurpee.
I thought we were about to see, the fabled 1v3 against the 3 Rocketeers. That would have been definitely a momentum changer and a potentially a match-saving push for the Rangers. But alas, the 3 Rocketeers managed to regroup, and now the pressure is back on the side of the Rangers. Slurpee Snail trying to make something of it. Winnable Clown, again, just that goal line defense is just staggering. Finally puts some pressure back on the 3 Rocketeers. Now a center, an opportunity for Quispy to put it on target, but Slurpee Snail just will not let it get anywhere near his net. Now a slow drop for the Rangers, but double commit on the goal line opens up the shot from Mr. Penguin with 30 seconds left. You gotta think this is all but dusted, Rabbit.
Yeah, this is pretty much a seal here for 3 Rocketeers in game 1. But I mean, if we've seen anything, the Rangers know how to make a good comeback, and they might have another opportunity here. Ball goes in. Avoidable Clown gets his goal for the night.
Great shot there from Avoidable Clown. Great pressure. Great patience to not just immediately shoot that on target. Double coverage in the net with Mr. Penguin on the sideline. It can be tempting to shoot that, but he controls and he gets it past them. Probably not enough to turn this game around, but that momentum shift is sometimes even more important.
Yeah, just getting that extra goal there just shows to you that, like, it's still possible. You got the opportunities ready, and that you find the weakness in the Rocketeers, but in game 1 it was very limited because the Rocketeers were just firing on all cylinders. Looking at their stat line here, the ball possession was about even. The field domination was more in favor of the Rocketeers, but they just were able to utilize the ball more, getting it into the net. They found where there was nobody defending.
Yeah, it just seemed like the Rangers really wanted to play close control, solo plays, 1v1 plays, 1v2 plays, and the 3 Rocketeers were just not having any of it. They were just breathing down their throats the entire match, which is exactly the counter to that type of play style. They were just not intimidated whatsoever, and they put themselves up 1-0 in this game 1 of this 3-game series. Now, it's always good and well to accept defeat when there's nothing else that you can do. But remember that at the end of the regular season, if we've got a tie, a divisional tie going into playoffs, it will become a battle of goal differential. So every single goal matters.
Yeah, that's a big thing here. That all those goals matter. Every win matters, especially in the divisions. If you come out on top of your division, you've almost sealed your fate for the playoffs. So, while this is not a divisional game, these wins still contribute highly to your playoff runs. Throttle Dog trying to get a good setup here. Can't quite get it, but Slurpee clears it out, and for some reason, Overlay is not switching over. That is unfortunate.
Well, while Rapid is figuring that out, I'll go ahead and continue commentating. Now, Throttle Dog trying to get some pressure back, ball bouncing in the midfield, but Slippery Snail with a quick shot down the Rangers goal line. Now, Clown collecting 1v1 against Heartless. Ball bounces safely for the Rangers down the right side. Throttle Dog looking into the midfield. What an amazing pass into Quispy, but doesn't get enough of the corner of his car to put some real power on that. Now the ball slowly floating towards the Rangers net and back to the 3 Rocketeers, but Throttle Dog gets the jump on Slurpy Snail, nearly puts it on target. Back and forth boomer ball here. Slurpy Snail now trying to set it up for Heartless. 50-50 in the goal line, but Throttle Dog just big mans it and stops it dead in its tracks. Now we're just trying to figure out why we can't get a picture. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if you could see what I see, you'd see Heartless dropping that on target. An amazing 50-50 over avoidable clown. Over Throttle Dog, and the Rangers are unable to recover correctly. Now another kickoff. Throttle Dog and Mr. Penguin take possession. The 3 Rocketeers trying to further their lead, now up by 1 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Heartless way up in the air, taking control while Mr. Penguin is just a menace on the goal line. The Rangers defense appears to be in shambles at the hands of Mr. Penguin, and now he's pushing the offense even more. You can see them, and an amazing pinch by Mr. Penguin opens up the shot from Heartless, but he's unable to control it. Awkward ball flying. Now Slurpee pushing the offense. The Rangers just can't seem to buy a moment of possession. And it does look like we have, in fact, brought back the display. Thank God, because I was not built for radio commentary.
Yeah, this is very unfortunate. But the overlay is not working, but I can still get it to where you guys can view it, the gameplay. But yeah, not sure what's going on here.
We will certainly take a moment to correct that at the earliest opportunity, but for right now, the Rangers are trying to recover this series as we're trying to recover our overlay. Now Slurpy Snail trying to collect that ball. It looks like their 3 Rocketeers are trying to slow the pace of gameplay. They recognize that the Rangers are hungry and they want that goal to preserve the series.
Yeah, they really do. Now Slippery here is trying to get it out of the corner. Heartless there's to collect. 2 of the Rangers have dedicated. Maybe Avoidable Clown could have got the shot in, but Penguin right there, right when he needs to be, clears it out.
Now the Rangers just don't seem to be able to mount a consistent offense. Double commit there on the goal line could open another pass from Mr. Penguin, but you could tell the 3 Rocketeers are playing safe. They know that they've got the series basically in the bag, and one mistake like that could potentially result in a Rangers going out. The ball bounces dangerously into the midfield. Throttle Dog takes this shot. He recognizes the confusion caused by the miss there from Quispy on the goal line. Now going for another shot, almost a double to just shatter the scoreline of the 3 Rocketeers. Now Overcloud the shot. Heartless is awkward trying to back into the corner, but the positioning on that shot was too perfect. Clown, avoidable type, equalizes with a minute remaining.
Wow, great placement there, just at the edge of that corner. Brings it to a tied game. Just over a minute left. Can the Rangers take game 2 and bring this to a third game?
What a pass there from Clown. Throttle Dog nearly puts the 3 Rocketeers on their back foot. The captain taking the team on his back, playing defense, playing offense. He's all over the place. Mr. Penguin is there to respond. Now the ball slowly goes on the side of the 3 Rocketeers, but Slurpy Snail immediately sends it back. They are not giving the Rangers the space they need, but now an awkward ball flying into the mid. Quispy with full control. Heartless with a great clear, giving the 3 Rocketeers a little bit more space.
Yeah, Slurpee gets a good clear, trying to get it out. Might have a shot opportunity here, but no. Goes a little wide. His post. Throttle Dog trying to follow through with it. Penguin dunks him off the wall and has a shot opportunity, and it goes in.
What a shot! Where did this guy come from? It's hard for me to believe that this is the same Mr. Penguin, aka TP Mitch, that we saw in the free agent scramble this past off season. Slurpy Snail appears to have found himself a sleeper that nobody was aware of.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a little bit of him as a free agent and the reserve, but he's really showing up tonight.
Yeah, his positioning, his shots have power. Look at that challenge to just completely kill the game there. Like that is a calculated and disciplined play from Mr. Penguin. Really an all-around effort from the three Rocketeers tonight to take this series.
It really is. Yeah, so Rocketeers win this series, but we still have a third game here. We play a game of 3, not a best of 3. Every win and loss matters to all of these teams for their seasons. So we'll see what happens here. Maybe Rangers can get one more win here and to avoid being swept here in week 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have faith. What I've seen from the Rangers now is promising. They definitely did not allow that. They didn't allow that first game, those first game jitters and that first game defeat from the three Rocketeers to get to them. Brought it back to a 1-goal game here. Very, very likely that we'll see that hunger translate into a game victory at the end. But we'll see that, like I'm saying, all 3 of the 3 Rocketeers appear to be operating at 100% capacity. So we could be very, very much seeing our first sweep of the night.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see. We do have another series after this, so anything is possible, whether how many sweeps we get. We also want to thank Kid Jigsaw for following. Slurpy Snail here gets a great score right off the wall. A great pass here from Heartless.
Great touch there, just completely beats the last defender on the Rangers side and just drops perfectly and gingerly for Slurpy Snail to put it on target. In less than 8 seconds, the 3 Rocketeers get on the scoreboard. But hey, I mean, you know, the earlier that your opponent scores, the more time you have to clap back at them. So let's see if the Rangers can turn it around.
I feel like they have the ability to do that here. But Quispy clears it out, trying to get into the Rocketeer side. Heartless can't quite get the touch he may have been looking for, but Slurpy Snail's there to back him up. Heartless with another touch. So Quispy gets a shot on. Avoidable Clown gets a touch, but doesn't really get into an angle. But might have a shot opportunity here, but is dunked down by Slurpy Snail.
And as a reminder to anybody watching this game, the winner of this game will be taking, I believe, second place in the calculated division, tied with Hammerheads for wins, but above them in divisional wins. So this is a very important game just for season positioning and just the overall morale, especially in the case of the Rangers. It is imperative that they not allow themselves to get swept here. A sweep, no matter when in the season it occurs, is just really debilitating, and it can definitely kind of like be a lot of work to get your momentum back up, and Quispy is trying to make sure that does not happen. The Rangers appear to be putting it into 5th gear now as the clock winds down to 3 minutes remaining. Let's see what they can do with it.
Avoidable Clown following through. Throttle Dog clears it out to the midfield, but is dunked down by Penguin, who is just on fire tonight. But Quispy gets his shot in for tonight, brings this game to 1-1. 3 minutes left on the clock. Rangers looking positive here, might be able to get a win.
Great awareness there from Quispy, recognizing that the defense would not have expected that cross-field boom. It's always one of the most dangerous and underrated offensive plays you can make is to put it on target from the other side of the field. But an unfortunate 50 on the goal line, calculated as ever. Never call it luck. Don't call it a comeback, because Slurpy Snail will put it in the back of your net. Throttle Dog, you've got 3 minutes to turn it around.
Yeah, it's looking a little tight, based off the performance that we've seen here from the Rocketeers. But if the Rangers really pull it together, they can really get this win here. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, it's in the Rocketeers' corner. Quispy trying to get an opportunity, can't get it as Slurpy denies it. But Avoidable Clown follows through, sets up to the backboard. Quispy can't get the shot on.
I love the pressure that I'm seeing. Like, this is the frustrating thing is, it's to me the Rangers are just playing more consistently and more aggressively. They're just not able to just to seal the deal, basically. So the 3 Rocketeers are catching them on overextensions, but their pressure and their offensive, their shots are just so powerful. You think it's just inevitable that we get a tie here any second now.
Yeah, it's looking very possible. The Rangers are really firing on most cylinders, but Slurpy Snail does get a score here. Just unfortunate play here from the Rangers.
Yeah, well, I mean, and this is what I was talking about. Those long crossfield boomer balls are just so hard to predict where they're going to land, especially when they are perfectly targeted on that upper lip right above the net. You never know if that's going to waterfall down, if it's going to bounce back, if it's going to do a combination of both. And Slurpy Snail knows exactly when and where to position that ball for an easy follow-up for himself or for one of his teammates. Now, Quispy with a highlight control nearly gets it over the last defender with 1:30 remaining. Throttle Dog nearly does it himself to put it on target. Solo play after solo play, but now the net is open and Avoidable Clown will get it past the last defender after a small looks like defensive misplay. Mr. Penguin just trying to get out of the play, but Heartless unfortunately tries to clears it directly into him, and Clown takes advantage. Now a 1-goal game with 1:21 remaining. You got to think the Rangers are feeling it now, and they're feeling themselves.
Yeah, no, they're definitely feeling good here. The shot opportunity is coming in left and right here for the Rangers, just not being able to seal it still. But with that goal there from Avoidable Clown, it's looking more and more possible. But Mr. Penguin and Slurpy are just trying to take the defense away, and it works for them as Slurpy Snail gets a goal. 4-2, less than the minute left.
It's so important that you capitalize on those demos. Heartless recognizing as soon as there's a man down, it means a hands down, which means it's just it's that much more likely that a shot will be uncontested, or a center pass will be uncontested, and that's exactly what he does. Puts it perfectly center for a shot from Slurpy Snail. Now clock winding down, the Rangers are running out of time, and the 3 Rocketeers are inching ever closer to a sweep for tonight, completely turning their season prospects around.
Yeah, this has been a phenomenal display here from the Rocketeers. Really, like you said, they turned their season around. They were not doing as hot as what they have done in the past, especially compared to last season, but working solidly. But bringing them to the top of the division with this, that's a huge thing for them.
Absolutely. And Slurpy Snail dropping the nail in the Rangers' coffin. Heartless with the speedy chase on the slow lob over, completely baits the entire defense up for that, and Slurpy basically just has to drop it in the back of the net. The 3 Rocketeers take the sweep and take their leave of the bottom of calculated division. What a game we're seeing here, Rapid.
That was an incredible game. Wow, just absolutely wow. Good display here from the Rocketeers getting their sweep of the night. Just phenomenal gameplay. Unfortunate for the Rangers, who showed a ton of promise, especially going in before this week, sweeping last week against Clarity United. But yeah, to see them get swept after that, that's a tough one to see. Absolutely. We've got another game right after this. We'll be right back. We're going to fix some technical issues with the overlay. So hang around and we'll have a new game here started within hopefully about 10 minutes.